For USgamer.net, I'm Jeremy Parish. Every once in a rare while, you play a game in which everything simply clicks. All the pieces fit together and you come away thinking, yes, this was fantastic. It's everything you want a game to be. For me, one of those games is Mega Man 2. I admit I fell in love with the game at first sight, based on graphics alone. Yes, sometimes we can all be a little shallow. But beauty ran much further than skin deep with this one, and I can't begin to count how many times I've played through it since first picking it up 25 years ago. In fact, I was so smitten by the first screenshots of the game that I tracked down the original Mega Man, despite its absolutely hideous box art. Mega Man turned out to be a book you couldn't judge by its cover, a great if uneven action title for NES. The sequel, though, well, that improved on every area of the original release. The graphics in Mega Man 2 looked much the same as in the first game, but they were so much more detailed and intricate. The action felt mostly identical to that of the earlier game, but it was crisper, less glitchy, more refined. The bosses were balanced better, the power-ups were cooler, and the music, oh my god, the music! Mega Man 2 puts you in control of a small blue robot boy named Mega Man. As Mega Man, you can run, you can jump, you can shoot, and you can climb, and that's it. But as you defeat each of the 8 robot masters designed by the nefarious Dr. Wily to conquer the world, you absorb their skills and gain an impressive arsenal of alternate weapons. Want to shoot razor-sharp discs in every direction? Shield yourself from enemy attacks? Fire massive explosives? Charge up a blast of fire capable of incinerating almost everything in a game with a single shot? Annihilate all that stands before you with an onslaught of tornadoes? Even stop time itself? These amazing powers are within your grasp. And yet, despite the fact that Mega Man 2 contains these amazing power-ups and weapons, devices that come in handy throughout the adventure, probably more so than in any other game in the series in fact, it's so well designed, so carefully balanced that aside from a few bosses that require specific weapons, you can play through the entire adventure with just your standard gun. It's not necessarily easy, but it's totally doable. Perhaps not surprisingly, Mega Man 2 came into existence as a passion project, not as a cold, clinical corporate creation. No, Capcom's development team was supposed to be working on a baseball murder mystery game, which they did, but in their off hours they also put together a sequel to Mega Man, a game that Capcom really didn't care about. And you know, the game feels like it was made by people who really believed in what they were doing. Designer Keiji Inafune has described his venture as an indie game project, and he's not wrong. That loving enthusiasm for their work means Mega Man is filled with great details, everything from the excellent balance and cool enemy designs to stupid little extras like the way the stars in the background of a boss announcement screen turn into tiny birds with parallax scrolling if you hold A when you press start to begin a stage. Each of Mega Man 2's 8 main levels features a different play mechanic appropriate to that stage's theme. Metal Man inhabits a clockwork world that forces you to run along spinning gears and conveyor belts. Much of Bubble Man's stage sits underwater, altering the gravity of Mega Man's leaps. Woodman has giant robot wolves that belch fire at you. You know, the usual. But actually that's part of what makes Mega Man 2 so great. It has this unabashed cartooniness about it that ties the world together. Despite its featuring crisp play mechanics and unapologetically challenging action, the whole thing is framed as a sort of Disney and anime-influenced cartoon, with chubby little Mega Man gunning down bug-eyed robots designed to look like animals, figures from Japanese mythology, clowns, and more. It's silly, but it works. And when you get to the final battle, you're ready to believe that Dr. Wily really is an alien invader, because why not? Mega Man 2 poses a pretty stiff challenge, but its design flows neatly together. Once you get the hang of the action, you can breeze through it pretty easily. It's not an easy game, but it's made so well you can learn its rhythms. Mastery comes not through rote memorization, but from instinct. Those giant super bosses in Dr. Wily's castle may not look quite as amazing today as they did 25 years ago, but you'd be hard-pressed to find minigames that play better than Mega Man 2. It's lean and efficient, yet it's loaded with detail. And did I mention its amazing soundtrack? Mega Man 2 remains a high point in video game design. It's a game I can return to time and again, whenever I need to pick me up. And it never lets me down. A true classic. For more comfort food games, keep reading USgamer.net.